Hey, 8th graders. So today is your energy test, and you guys will be doing two parts to this test. The first part will be the amplify part, and the second part will be a little quiz that Miss Grappo and I put together just to kind of give you guys a basic test of your knowledge on energy. Okay, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and move on to slide 2. You guys can right-click this link right here. This is your energy assessment. Open that up. It's going to take you guys into a Google form. I wanted to do this in forms instead of amplify, as A, it's easier to grade, and B, I kind of asked you guys some clarifying questions. So your first kind of question has 3 different subparts. So the premise is that Mila ate a banana as an afternoon snack and then decided to go for a run. She plugged some headphones into her phone so she could listen to music during her run. Halfway through her run, the music stopped playing. She had bought a portable battery pack with her, so she plugged her phone into the battery pack and the music started playing again. Then Mila finished her run. Okay, apparently Mila can't run without music. All right, so here's kind of a little image that shows the battery pack plugged into her phone. Okay, so question 1A. This is a short answer, so please please make sure you use complete answer or complete sentence. Wow, I can't talk today. All right, so 1A. Halfway through Mila's run, when the music stopped playing, was there energy in Mila's phone? So yes or no question there. And then what is your evidence? So describe what your evidence. So that's worth 2 points. Was there energy? Yes or no? And what is your evidence for that energy? Okay, I just plugged in answers so I can move on to the next section, so you can ignore those. Okay, 1B. Why did Mila's phone start playing music again when she plugged her phone into the battery pack? You guys need to use good sciencey vocab on that. Okay, so think of some of the vocab we've learned in this unit. How can you incorporate that? Okay, 1C, after Mila plugged her phone into the battery pack, did the amount of energy in the battery pack increase, decrease, or stay the same? So that's 1 point right there, whether it increased, decreased, or stayed the same. And then explain why. Again, use good vocab on that. That's worth 2 points. So the explanation why, and then whether it increased, decreased, or stayed the same. All right, next part of the test is the last question here. One fitness magazine suggested that the food you eat is like a battery because it has energy. Do you think that the banana that Mila ate had energy? Explain why you think this. Use the terms transfer, convert, potential energy, and kinetic energy in your answer. So that's worth 2 points. So in your description of describing why you think that banana had energy, you're going to use transfer, convert, potential energy, and kinetic energy in your answer. Okay? Once you're done, make sure you guys hit submit in the form. Otherwise, I will not be able to grade that. And then move on to slide 3. So slide 3 looks like this. Again, you guys are going to right-click and open this link. It's going to take you into the energy test. Again, I've kind of plugged in some wrong answers there, or I just plugged in the last answer on every, so I don't know if they're wrong or right or not. So first part of these are multiple choice. So energy is something that an object can create, only present in moving objects, only found in living organisms, and the ability to make things move or change. A ball rolling down a hill is this example of kinetic or potential energy. What is one piece of evidence to support your claim about the type of energy a ball is of a ball rolling down a hill? So you guys will click and type right there. A slingshot is pulled back and held. Is this an example of kinetic or potential energy? Again, mark your answer. Remember, I just went and marked the last answer on every question. Okay, what is one piece of evidence to support your claim about the type of energy of a slingshot being held back? And then you have this little picture of the roller coaster. Here's A, B, C, D. These are different positions of that little roller coaster on the track. So use the picture of the roller coaster to explain the question. At what point does the roller coaster have the most potential energy? So you're going to choose either A, B, C, or D. Okay. At what point does the roller coaster have the most kinetic energy? A, B, C, or D. And use the picture to tell me at what position the roller coaster is converting its potential energy into kinetic energy. So A, B, C, or D. Okay, finally for this section, a couple questions about Sarah here, who is bowling. Sarah conducted an experiment on energy, kinetic energy, by throwing 2 different bowling balls. She tested a blue ball and a yellow ball with different masses in kilograms. She released each ball at 3 different velocities. So you guys can see here's the mass of the blue ball is 2 kilograms. And then she threw that 2 kilogram blue ball at 3 different velocities. So 2 meters per second, 3 meters per second, and 4 meters per second. Okay, the yellow ball on the other hand is 4 kilograms. and she threw it at 3 different velocities, so 2, 3, and 4 meters per second. So your first question asks you, which ball will have the greatest kinetic energy if both are thrown at 2 meters per second? So your 2 options are the 2 kilogram blue ball or the 4 kilogram yellow ball. Sarah conducted an experiment on kinetic energy by throwing 2 different bowling balls. Again, she released at 3 different velocities. So at the peak of Sarah's backswing, so this is where she has her hand with the ball all the way back, so kind of like it shows in the picture. Which ball would have the highest potential energy if both will be thrown at a velocity of 4 meters per second? So again, your options are the 2 kilogram blue ball or the 4 kilogram yellow ball. And finally, just considering the 4 kilogram yellow ball, so we're only looking at this table right here, which velocity will have the highest kinetic energy? So 2, 3, or 4 meters per second. So then you guys can go ahead and hit next on that. For chapters 2 and 3, what is a generator? That came out of your vocab, and you guys should have taken a second to study before you did this. So hopefully you guys remember what that term was and had it in your notes. Okay, humans can create their own energy in their bodies, true or false? Energy can be blank from one object or another, but cannot be created or destroyed. So you need to type your answer there. Okay, there's only one answer. Okay, so it's one word. Make sure you spell it correctly. And then finally, this is a long answer. So from your Rube Goldberg project, whether or not you guys have finished this, you should have still been here at some point to discuss what a Rube Goldberg is. So even though you didn't finish this yet, or maybe you haven't done it, you were sick, whatever the case, think of some kind of energy transfer that you could see in a Rube Goldberg. So everyone can answer this question even if they weren't here. So from your Rube Goldberg project, describe, so you need to put a little work into this. One transfer of energy that happened in your machine. Use the words transfer, convert, kinetic energy, and potential energy in your answer. So that's worth 4 points, basically, for you guys using these 4 vocab words to describe this transfer of energy in your Rube Goldberg. Okay, once you guys are done with that, check back over your test, and don't forget to hit submit in this Google form. Last little reminder on slide 4 is all missing work is going to be due by the end of class on tomorrow, okay, which is, in this case, for this year, 2021, Wednesday, 10/6. Okay, so that might be different based on what year you guys are taking this. Okay, and then you guys are all good. Go ahead and hand this assignment in so it's out of your teams, off your to-do list, and you can indicate to me that both of your tests are ready to be graded. Hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.